Biomedical engineers are people who develop technology to help save lives. They combine biology, medicine, and engineering mechanics. The combination of these three fields lead to amazing results when making advances in the healthcare field. Biomedical engineering has a huge impact on people's lives. This is one of the greatest motivators for people who want to be involved in this field. They focus on developing new inventions to improve human health and life. These engineers work in a lab and design everything from vaccines, prosthetics, artificial organs. They also develop medical imaging and devices. Biomedical engineering is a great option for people who want to be closely involved in the medical field.
Biomedical engineering has four subdivisions that people with different interests can enter into. These four subdivisions are biomaterials, biochemical, biomechanical, and medical imaging and devices. The first subdivision of biomedical engineering is biochemical. Those who choose this path focus on biological elements like living cells to produce useful chemicals that help people fight diseases and cancers. Many engineers in this field go into pharmacy or manufacturing, where they are able to work in labs formulating the next drug to cure cancer or a rare disease. Materials focuses mainly on what materials can or cannot go into making the devices used in the healthcare industry. Biomaterial engineers make sure that the material that they use will work well with the patient system. For example, the engineer makes materials for something as simple as a band-aid. They are concerned with finding the best material to adhere to the skin and protect your wounds. In addition, they come up with the materials that go into stents, prosthetics, and joints. Engineers in this discipline produce synthetic or natural materials to make artificial organs, prosthetics, or replace bone tissue.
Biomechanics is the next branch of biomedical engineering that focuses on the design, development, and testing of medical devices. These engineers focus on the aspect of how individuals can run their day more efficiently. For instance, they make a lot of devices like hearing aids, prosthetics, implants, such as the artificial heart like we mentioned before. They can also develop new surgical tools that can make surgeries more efficient, safer, and can speed up the overall recovery time. Many of these people who choose this course end up as medical device designers. The last option in the biomedical engineering field is medical imaging and devices. Have you ever been to the doctor and needed an X-ray or an MRI? The engineers in this field design, diagnose, or repair medical imaging equipment. Some other examples of medical imaging devices include CAT scans, PET scans, and ultrasounds. Students who continue on this path become clinical engineers or technical consultants. This specific type of engineering works alongside doctors to assist hospital staff with the improvements of imaging devices.
Biomedical engineering is the fastest growing subdiscipline in all of engineering, with a promising job after graduating. In fact, it is expected to grow up to 72% between now and 2018. One way to get experience and get involved during your time as an undergraduate student is to be proactive in getting research opportunities. Penn State is one of the best research universities in the country. Thus being said, the best way is to introduce yourself to faculty members in the biomedical field. Another way to get involved is by joining the BME club, where you can get networking opportunities to volunteer in the lab. Joining this club can lead to leadership opportunities down the line, which is a value skill in this field. Also, because of the rapid growing medical technology impact, this field is very competitive. Therefore, it is important to possibly attain your master's or doctorate to further your knowledge.
During our freshman year at Penn State, we interviewed faculty members to gain a deeper insight on different aspects of what our major entails. Mr. Pak Wong, a professor in the biomedical engineering department, mentioned that the students who are seeking summer employment go to the undergraduate coordinators for help finding co-ops, internships, and possible jobs. Mr. Wong mentioned that in rare cases, students can engage in research projects with faculty, which can lead to funding, but it is usually limited to 4 or 5 people. When interviewing Mr. Wong, he made it a point to us that entering into biomedical engineering, students need a minimum GPA of a 3.2. During 2016, there were about 100 students submitted, however, this number is expected to grow in the following years. Another requirement for undergraduate students are the following courses in which an engineering student needs a passing grade of a C or better. The classes are Chem, Math, and Physics. Lastly, by the time you declare your major, you must be in the credit window of 40 to 59 credits.
Callie Port, a senior who we met through Mr. Wong, told us her last semester is not as stressful compared to her freshman and sophomore year. Callie's typical day consists of going to the library for about 4 hours. Sometimes, if she doesn't fully understand a concept, she often goes to line tutors, Penn State Learning, or her TAs. Some days she goes to the lab where she works alongside Mr. Wong, researching cell migration and clinical diagnosis. Also talked to Denise Mackey, who is a biomedical engineer at FDA. She has worked there for 3 years and deals with electronic product branch. This branch focuses on issues in CT scans, medical lasers, X-ray machines, and provides training on how to deal with shipment of these devices. After graduating 8 years ago, her pay steadily increased from $63,000 to $110,000. Lastly, Denise wants people who are in the biomedical engineering major to work hard, study, and focus on time management, and if you can do that, you can be successful.
Overall, biomedical engineering is a difficult major yet rewarding. If you're determined, driven, and good at STEM classes, you will be successful. If you study every day and stay on top of your assignments, there is no doubt you will thrive when out in the field.